Hi, I'm Ben Sherlock.
I'm Luke Jamieson.
And this is Funny Talks with Ben and Luke. We welcome you, and we hope you have a good time. Welcome back to Funny Talks with Ben and Luke. We've got our first official guest in the studio today.
And it's a woman.
Hi.
And she was also our
If
first...
you're alright identifying as that.
She was also the first unofficial guest a few weeks ago. Her hand made an appearance. And she spoke from off screen, but now she's actually here on the box with us.
Can put a face to the hand.
Yeah. And then fill in the gaps in your own imaginations. Alright, well, we're going to be talking about Captain Marvel, which was released a couple of weeks ago, or 1 week. When the fuck was it? Last week.
International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it was.
Was that a coincidence, or was that actually...
No, that was
okay.
on purpose.
Okay. So, yeah, International Women's Day. Captain Marvel comes out, first ever. It was like the 21st film in the Marvel universe. Finally, they've got a female lead. And first thing that started happening was it had a terrible, abysmal score on Rotten Tomatoes before it even come out.
Before it even came out.
Yeah. And it had more reviews in one day than Avengers Infinity War had in its whole run. So something's a bit iffy there.
Yeah.
And then, so basically, that was to give it a low score because a lot of angry men wanted to sabotage its chances.
It's on something like 70% now, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Real
Well,
reviews of Cammayo,
yeah.
haven't they?
well, Rotten Tomatoes changed their the way they count that kind of thing, and they started being, we'll just count the number of people who give it a positive review or something like that. It made it worse, apparently, the new algorithm.
It made it worse.
So anyway, it came out and it's been very successful financially, but still lots of angry men. And I believe you're one of them.
I'm not angry, it's just, from what I'd heard, I thought it was just a bit harsh. But I don't read as such. I'm not an educated man.
You skim headlines.
I skim headlines.
Yeah. See the misleading clickbait headline.
Yeah, where it's just like, boy pulls pud on bus. I'm just like, ugh, dirty bastard. But, you know, it was apparently, from what I'd heard through people, the likes of lecturers and things like that, it was, she didn't want any white males to interview her. So I was like, that's a bit rude. Because I fall in that bracket.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to interview her. But
well, I think that's what people are angry that they think Brie Larson wants nothing to do with any white men. And,
she's single.
Understandably that...
Fuck her dad.
Understandably, I mean, if that were the case, you'd have a genuine grievance because that is discrimination, but that's not what happened. But I think it has been misreported by a lot of people, you know, hashtag fake news. And what really she wanted was just to level the playing field a bit and say, let's not have it be 100% white men. Let's bring in some people of colour, some women,
Yeah.
and have them do some interviews. But she'll still speak to the white men who are there.
I can see why you'd be offended if you were just like, oh no, white men.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, shit. Sorry.
Because it was
White
about...
men ain't shit, sorry.
Obviously, it was about... Quite you.
You're safe, she'd speak to you. So yeah, and then a lot of people are unhappy that the film supposedly carries a feminist message. But I mean, I don't know what the... you know what? I watched the film and I feel like it... Have you seen it?
No. Obviously, I know it's like, at the end, it's like Nick Fury's like, I'm going to use this phone I hope I never had to use before. And then
It's a pager, I'll have you know.
Page, whatever the fuck it is. And it's like Ms. Marvel or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Captain Marvel, sorry.
Well, offensive.
Wow.
And then she's...
It wasn't Miss Marvel.
yeah, so
Not
I
really.
think she was at some point in this Marvel.
There we
Not
go.
in this timeline, okay? Get your timelines
So
right.
it's like, yeah. I don't know, it's like getting her in because everything's fucked up, because the boys are fucked up. It's like, get a woman's perspective
We need a
in,
woman.
because I'll sort this out.
Well, I mean, you've seen it, haven't you? What did you
Yeah,
think?
I thought it was fantastic. I can understand why people are like, oh, it's so feminist. But also, they're just saying it's so feminist because it's centred around, so obviously, Captain Marvel, strong female lead. she's got her mate from the other like test pilots, whatever. Strong female lead.
Strong black female lead
Yeah,
as well.
the woman that she worked for, another strong female. So I don't think it's so like, oh, feminism. It's just like the roles that would be men are just women.
Yeah.
So
it's like, hey, hang on a minute.
Women
not really
working for women
feminist.
sounds very communist to me.
Yeah, and but you know what? I think the politics of it are more like pro, like refugee, because the whole thing is this big like kind of bureaucratic military forces come in to bomb the shit out of these people. They've gone into like hiding, and they're kind of trying to fight back. And some of them, there's like a small percentage of them that are terrorists, but the rest of them are just fine. They're just trying to find a home. Yeah. It's like, right, that's getting a little on the nose now. But that's not about women. That's about like Syria.
Is it set? When is the film set?
90s.
In the 90s, right? Okay. How is it? Like she was born with these powers, or
No, so what happens is she is testing a plane with the woman that she worked for, but the woman that she worked for is actually an alien, and she doesn't know. They crash, and then in this plane is an energy source which goes into it when she blows it up.
okay.
Spoiler.
After it. Yeah.
Okay.
We should have clarified that there would be spoilers.
So she's not born with it. She's not an alien. She was a normal person, and then this energy goes into
Does
it.
the alien lady have powers?
Well, she has the powers that being that alien allows her to have.
She's technically like an outcast because, like the alien lady, the old lady, because in the planet of Kree, Jude Law plays like a captain or something like that. He's got a white Caucasian skin, and so does that woman. But the Kree race have like different colours, like blue.
Oh, okay.
Blue, like weird lizardy.
Yeah, so they're like kind of like the outcasts
Okay.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Is she a nice lady?
Well, she was working for them to kill these people, and then she's like, "What are we doing?" And then she turns nice.
And then Jude Law
Women's
was after
mind
this.
easily changing, aren't they?
Jude Law was after the like energy source on his plane, and then was saying to Brie Larson, you know, "Gives that," and then she said, "Oh, you want this?" And then shot it, and then blew it up, and then she got all these powers.
So then she became the energy source that Jude Law needed in his life.
Oh, okay.
And that's
like, it's technically like a nuclear reactor, like just a
basically
person.
What kind of powers does she have?
She shoots lasers out of her
She
hand.
should have had the powers
lasers,
of. She should have had the powers of cancer.
Sorry.
Photons.
She shoots photons out of her hand.
Does she fly?
She flies,
She can fly.
Because she can propel herself.
She can basically
She
just
just,
like punch
jump really
spaceships
high.
out of space.
Okay.
I
Is
think
she
she's
strong?
got some powers that she hasn't even discovered yet. So she's just
she's
a
not
wing
like super strong. She's not like she's got like super strength, but I think like the photons that she shoots out of her hands gives her extra
Is
boost.
she bulletproof?
No, we never see anyone shoot at it, do we?
But she gets shot at by lasers, which I'm guessing is more powerful than a bullet. So.
I'm bulletproof.
Okay.
Well, she isn't a great fighter because Jude Law kept kicking her ass, but then she would just use her like photon fists and knock him back like 1,000 feet.
Does he not have any powers or anything?
No.
Oh, he's just.
No, he just fights.
So then,
okay.
but he kept sort of saying like, you know, oh, you're using them as a crutch. You know, you can't defeat me without them. But at the end, she sort of realizes, well, I've got them, so I don't need to, do I?
I know.
That's like you can't use your feet. You walk on your hands. You're using your feet as a crutch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was a good movie. I don't understand why people would hate it, other than the fact that there's a woman in it who isn't just like the wife.
It's not like they've like eradicated all men from the film as well. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah?
it's an all-female cast. Like you've still got Nick Fury, you've
He's
still got
in-
Jude
yeah.
Law's character, who are like strong men in the film.
Yeah, like
Still got that cat, which I'm pretty sure is a male cat.
Cat.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they use.
What cat?
It's a fantastic cat.
Well,
A fantastic
not a cat
The
technically.
cat's really good.
Yeah, not
technically,
technically a cat.
technically, the cat's a flirkin.
What the fuck is that?
Which
It's an alien.
it's just an alien that can like store entire universes in their bellies, and it's just like can open its mouth and these massive tentacles come out.
Fucking writes this.
It's like someone watched fucking like hentai, like
Yeah.
porn or something, and then like.
Hey, we got
That,
Hey, we're
sound-
making a movie right now, isn't it, idea?
that sounds very Men in Black 2.
It was very Men in Blackish
Yeah.
when it happened.
But not shit.
Wait.
the one big difference. And it's I it's not men in black. It's women in super suits.
Women in
first.
American flag clothes. A lot of men were getting angry as well because, like, that poster, it was like, oh, before the Avengers, there was Captain Marvel. And then men were kicking off and was like, she's not the first Avenger. Captain America was out first.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but the Avengers initiative wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
Until
he wasn't
she
the
came
Avengers on
along.
his own, was he?
And then people are saying that, like, oh, she's undisputed, like, the strongest Avenger. And then someone was arguing that Captain America's stronger.
That's
And I'm like,
impossible.
that's not...
He got his arse
Let's
frozen.
throw him in a ring or throw him in a bag, just see what happens.
He was flying a plane.
She probably
and
backed
crashed the
fuck out
fucking
of him.
thing. Goes arse frozen. She can just fly herself.
Captain America's just a bit strong.
Yeah, that's
He's a
this whole
scrawny
thing.
lad, now he's a bit strong.
Yeah.
If anything, Thor.
Plus,
There's like
probably, like, let's say neither of them ever got their powers. If you get the original Steve Rogers, it was just
Yeah.
little scrawny CGI Chris Evans, and Brie Larson pre-superpowers, she could probably kick his ass.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the whole Avengers thing is going to be she comes in to say, right, where's this Thanos guy? I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. So,
Well, I saw this thing and it was like, who's the most like powerful like person in the Marvel universe? And it was this Squirrel Girl with like 7 tails or something like that. And it's like, oh, she killed like so and then beat the fuck out of Thanos loads of times. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you?
well,
Nothing against squirrels, sorry, but
Bring it here and she'll sort them out.
yeah.
Well, one of her powers is like compassion, so she'll just go and talk to someone like Galactus about his feelings, and then that defeats him, or it talks him out of being a bad guy. It's obviously a massive piss take. I don't think they would put that in like the films, but
No, but they put it in the fucking comics.
yeah.
Like the most powerful thing, a fucking squirrel.
Well, they put anything in the comics. There was a whole Punisher storyline in the comics where he saved Eminem. So it's like some assassin wanted to kill Eminem, and the Punisher wanted to protect him.
Did like Eminem pay for that? He's like, I will give you money if I'm in a comic.
He might have done. I mean, he was a fan of the show because he was.
I wish he
tweeting about
did
it, so
a
he wanted
Punisher film, to be honest.
I should
with
think
John
cancelled.
how'd you pronounce that? Bernthal.
Bernthal, yeah. I know they have done, but they've been shit.
They've just
Boy,
cancelled it on
Tom's Jane.
Netflix, haven't
I was very upset. I mean, the CGI and effects went downhill in the second season for some reason, though. I don't know
Well, it's
why.
probably because Netflix knew they were going to fuck it off,
Yeah.
because they decided to sort of distance themselves from Disney. So they're going
Yeah.
like, right, you're going to get. We've already committed to season 2, but you're getting no money for it. Right. Did you think Captain Marvel was better than Wonder Woman?
we? I'm going to say yeah, but just because I much prefer Marvel
Oh,
to
okay.
DC. But I prefer the way Marvel tells the story compared to DC. I think DC at the minute tries to focus a lot on the action rather than the actual storytelling.
Yeah, and they overuse like super slow motion. And it's
Yeah.
distracting.
And I feel like we got more of Captain Marvel's backstory through the flashbacks, through her remembering things, than we did from Wonder Woman's. I feel like her backstory was kind of rushed through.
Yeah, because it was like, let's rush through the kind of backstory and we'll
Yeah.
get into the action. Whereas Captain Marvel's like, fuck all that, we'll get into the action and we'll fill you in as we go along.
Yeah, so it's harder to connect with the character. And as like a female seeing another female superhero, I can't connect to Wonder Woman the way I can connect to like Captain Marvel.
Good. Well, that's what it's all about. That's the most important thing. I liked the whole montage where all throughout you've seen like bits where like she's like crashes a go-kart and like people like push her on the floor. But then there's this whole montage of all those things and she gets back up.
Yeah,
It's like an advert for female empowerment.
I know. It's like an advert for tampons or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like don't let the period get you down.
She crashes a go-kart
Yeah.
and then
That
someone
was a
pushes her on
bad
the
crash
floor.
though.
Yeah, no,
Why
she
did they
fucking
like
goes
it's going
flying.
go-kart?
She flips her on her head. She gets off with her face covered in blood and she's laughing about it.
Like just like 3 flips in the air over these hay
It's like
bales.
yeah, it's like some
This Captain
James
Marvel.
Bond stuff.
So when she's like a child or something,
Hmm.
female driver's not doing much there.
True. Yeah. But it's always there's loads of bits where like men are like driving alongside her in the go-kart saying like, oh, you should go slow, you shouldn't go fast. She's going, fuck that, I'm gonna go fast, and then crashes.
Yeah.
Or like there's a bit in a bar where this guy comes up to her and says like, oh, you shouldn't be flying, you know why they call it a cockpit.
What the fuck? That's so stupid and on the nose. Like, fuck off.
Why is it called a cockpit?
Apparently, because only men should be in them.
Should I call my dad? He'll probably say the same fucking thing.
Why is it called a cockpit?
Are you Googling it?
According to Worldwide
Christ.
Words, the move to today's sense came through its use for the steering pit or well of a sailing yacht, which also started to be called the cockpit in the 19th century.
And tell us why.
Well, what?
Just wasn't like what it
So,
was.
yeah. Hey, so here's when they started calling it a cockpit.
You know when it's like you're in school or something, it's like, if you don't know the answer, just like, don't put your hand up. Fucking Siri, just shut the fuck up. Just go, sorry, I don't know that one. I can't help you.
Imagine
The
when
only
you just
time-
started to call it like a vagina pit then.
Uh,
Women can fly planes too.
Yeah, that's true. The only time when Siri says "sorry, I don't know that" is when you start using swear words.
yeah, but you kind of like getting too flirtatious with Siri.
Yeah.
But if you ask her where you can hide a dead body, she'll be on there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
Ask it,
try it in case the FBI is like, "Oh, we got another one. We got a live one."
Spencer, ask
My mum
Siri.
told me to Google how to get from
What?
Liverpool to Syria the other
I don't have Siri.
Oh,
Why?
whatever it is.
because I was asking how, like, so that girl who went
How
now
do
she
you
wants to come
hide a
back.
dead body?
Oh yeah.
I was asking how did she just get from wherever she lived to Syria? Because she can't just get a direct flight to Syria.
Yeah.
Get me someone
And
to
then my
fill
mum was like,
local
"Oh, I
voice.
don't know, Google it."
Get me
I
someone
was
to
like,
fill
"Maybe
local
not."
voice.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
We discovered that they go to Turkey. They fly to Turkey and then they just cross over the border into Syria.
Oh, okay. So they're pretty lax with who they're letting. Well, I guess they'd be lax about who they let into Syria, but not
Yeah.
necessarily who they let come back over.
Yeah. So in case you ever want to go
Not
to
saying
Syria.
everyone in Syria is a terrorist.
Okay.
I'm just saying that
Mike's
Turkey
part
and
Syrian.
Syria, they don't have the greatest relationship. Huh?
Mike's part Syrian.
It's me.
What?
Mike Westcott.
Mike
Was
Westcott,
in
part
Bloodbath.
Syrian.
Yeah, his granddad's Syrian.
His granddad's Syrian.
Yeah.
Same blow back.
He's the.
I've seen all your films, I promise. But which one's,
Yeah.
Well, he's like the main guy.
which one's blow back then? What film? is
Oh,
it?
the one with the in the warehouse.
I've seen that briefly. Because I didn't know yous when you made that.
Brad Pitt.
Well, it should have been able to survive on its merit alone. So Captain Marvel, good film, good film. It's made a shitload of money. It was like the first opening weekend was I think sixth
Unbelievable.
highest grossing opening weekend of all time,
Yeah.
which is I'm trying to think. Would that be a record for like a female lead,
I think so.
or would you count The Force Awakens as having a female lead?
No. I'm not really like into Star Wars.
Oh,
So
that's okay.
sorry. But I get what you mean, but I don't know.
Well, this is definitely like a female lead, because that's a
Yeah.
female main character with a bunch of other main characters who are men.
Yeah.
Whereas
But
this
this
is-
film was like
yeah.
based on that woman.
So
It's
it's a big moment.
It says here that it's estimated by Deadline Hollywood that the film, the total production and cost of advertising was 300 million and would need to make 750 million worldwide in order to break even. Obviously, that's just them saying that.
Yeah.
Well, how much has it made?
760.2 million.
Oh, it's just about
10 clear. Nice.
The 10 million, split that among everyone, you get like $5 each.
Trying to see if it's broken any records.
Well, it's only been out a few days. I mean, that'll probably double by the end
I
of
think
its
just Google
run.
it broke any records instead of trying to read through the whole wiki page.
Because I'm learning.
You've already told us you don't read.
Why the fuck she here?
It's probably broken all kinds of like records for female-led films. But that's because there's hardly any female-led films.
Also, Captain Marvel like was going to do better than Wonder Woman straight away as well, because Wonder Woman got banned in.
Oh,
Well,
Lebanon, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Gal Gadot was in it, and Gal Gadot, however you say her name, she was in it, and then she was in the military for whatever country it was, Iran, sort of.
Israel.
Israel.
See, now who's the racist?
Israel.
Yeah, Brie Larson, luckily is not served in any politically sensitive military groups.
It says here that it fell only short of 55% from its record-breaking opening weekend. I mean, it says only, but 55% is quite a lot.
Yeah,
Like
it's
dropped
over half.
55%.
Yeah, because opening weekend in North America was 69.3 million. Worldwide was 120 internationally. I mean, I'd be happy with that if it was overall.
Well, I don't know if that all goes to one person. It's probably split among about 30 companies. But still. I mean, it's still come to quite a lot. A 30th of hundreds of millions of dollars is still quite a
I'll
lot.
take it.
He's going to have it all. This Kevin guy.
Kevin
Kevin.
Feige.
Was he Kevin?
He, he's the big, the head honcho over at, down at Marvel.
Inspired to be a Kevin.
Well, like that guy, or just someone named Kevin.
I mean, specifically that guy. But if there's another, no, oh my god, I can't talk. If there's another Kevin that you know,
Well, Kevin Bacon, successful.
Kevin
I don't know if he's
Bacon.
as rich as him, but
hey Kevin Bacon.
wow. Wait, you did? What? Why?
Towards me, I can't watch any film with Kevin Bacon.
Is it because of the EA adverts? You don't like him in there?
No, honestly, like I can't watch any film.
Was
with
your
Tom
bacon
Cruise.
number not very good?
I can't watch any film with Tom Cruise either, apart from Top Gun.
What's wrong with him? My sister can't watch a Tom Cruise film because apparently
hate
his,
Tom
his
Cruise.
tooth is in the middle of his...
Oh my god, it is. It's weird.
I don't care.
But that's not
Why
like,
should that stop you from... I mean, I'm not saying that's what stops
To be
you.
fair, I'm just going to be looking at that right now. I'm just going to...
Google
Oh.
pictures of Tom Cruise. I'll get Spencer to put some up.
What,
Tom Cruise tooth.
well, what's your big problem with Tom Cruise?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Scientology.
But I've had it since
Not
I was-
Scientology. This fucking tooth.
It could be Scientology, to be fair.
I've had it since I was
Oh.
little. Like I watched Top Gun when I was quite young. Didn't mind that. Seeing Tom Cruise or something else, and I was like, nah, can't watch his face.
That's so crazy.
It's his face, and then I found out that he's like the same height as me.
Fuck me.
Have a baba. $480 million.
I'll deal with Tom Cruise if he's gonna give me some of that money then.
What do you mean
Fill up with his,
you'll deal with him? Like watching a film, oh, here's
Yeah.
80 million.
See, here it is. This fucking tooth
His
thing.
tooth, see? That's weird.
It's not that weird.
Alright, well, some people can't help themselves. Like, I got hook in that. I can't do that.
I got
I've
a
got one
fucking
pity.
Elton John gap.
You Eddie Murphy, lad. I always said to him, can I see if I could get like a 2p and slide it through? You'd never let me.
Well, I told you tonight I live... Well, I told him, I don't have to told you, but just kissed me once, and somehow... It must have been a weird angle, because her teeth ended up going in the fucking gap.
That goes through me even now. Oh.
Oh my god.
It was not great. So anyway, kept a model. I don't know if I've got anything left to say, to be honest.
How long were you stuck together like that?
What, like 1 second? It's not like we were like, oh, I'm
Let's go
into
to the
this.
Because, like, say you're like there, her head, if her teeth gonna slot in, because hers are like straight anyway, aren't they? So her head
Yeah,
must be
that's
like
normal.
there. Like,
I don't know how it happened, but
oh. It's going through me. Yee!
I had mates who got braces, and she was always scared to kiss a guy who had braces in case they got
So
stuck
just to
together.
get locked up.
Yeah.
Suck dick instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say her name. But
I've
I won't
always
embarrass her.
thought that
she
would
doesn't
be
watch
nasty.
this.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
What if you get like like a chunk of like dick?
A chunk of dick.
Like I mean, I've never had braces, so I don't know what they're like. So I don't know if that's possible. But you can get like stuck in the, and then like, oh no, it's stuck. Let me just pull away.
I mean,
Rips
that's be a
off,
very
like-
like toothy like blowjob, wouldn't it?
Well,
Like very toothy. It was like because the braces aren't like top of your teeth.
but if you're like an inexperienced like teenager, then you don't know what you're doing. With someone who's also a teenager.
Well,
you
that's
know.
definitely going to come back in 10 years, isn't it? If you're like an inexperienced teenager.
I don't mean like an
Is it
inexperienced
time to
teenager.
cut, is it?
I don't mean teenager sucking off a grown man. I
He's
mean-
literally going, you know what I mean? This is how you go to prison, Ben.
I mean like teenage couples. I mean like a teenager and me.
Yeah, but like 18 still a teenager.
Yeah, well, 19 still a
16
teenager.
still a teenager, and that's legal.
12
It's
still
weird,
a
but it's
teenager.
legal.
Well, actually not.
12 age.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah,
is when
Mr.
teenagers
Philippines.
get-
Spencer definitely looks like a pedo sometimes. If we're out without and I've not got makeup on, I look like a 10-year-old.
You haven't seen him when he's
That's-
like walking with Liv, I know. Because she's like 5'1" or something like that, and he like picks her up because their legs get tired. It looks like he's like taking Madeline McCann or something.
Why don't you pick me up?
I don't know.
Slide them.
Well, he's good at hiding the fact he looks like a paedophile. I guess I'm not. But yeah, when I first started out with you, you said people are going to think I'm a dad or something like that.
Oh, to be fair though, me, my brother, and his now ex went to Shrewsbury to go see District 3. Don't know if you remember them, big X Factor stars.
I don't think anyone does, to be honest.
Shut up. I hate District 3. So we went to a hotel, and they were married at this point. She had her wedding rings on, and so did he. We got to the front desk, and he was like, "Oh, Dad taking his daughters to a gig." And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "Your 2 daughters." And she was
He's like, "Well, I'm fucking one of them."
And then it was just like a really awkward silence because he was like, "Yeah."
Oh god, that must have been awkward.
I wasn't even his daughter. He's not old enough to be me dad.
No, the one was his girlfriend.
It'd be good if he just like kissed you both on the lips for a bit too long.
I mean, still a bit
Like,
weird.
get upstairs.
Still a bit weird. He's my brother.
Like
Yeah, but
Just play along for the joke.
yeah, just play along.
like
I
first.
don't know what you're into.
Not that. Not that.
Not that, no. Just his bristles tickling across your face. I'm assuming he's got a beard, I don't know.
Yeah, yes.
He does.
Well, he must have done to look so much
You've-
older that
you've met
someone
him.
was like, "Oh, hey,
Hello?
how are you and your daughters?"
Oh,
That's
he's in the
fine."
car
Spencer's
outside.
21st.
I met a random person. I just said the person in the car outside, and you said it's Freddy first. I'm like, who the fuck did I meet outside the car then?
I don't know who was in the car. When
Dunno.
was
In
this?
the car.
When we were doing Life Behind Me.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was also at Spencer's 21st, James. And he had a little girl with him.
A little
Not too
girl.
sure.
His daughter.
Oh, okay.
His daughter.
He'd have fucking noticed, not me.
I thought you could just
Oh, she was
saying his
screaming.
girlfriend looked like his daughter.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
that was his thing.
I remember his sister there. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
She
Got,
was laughing at us for some
Sure.
reason. I don't know why.
What?
Your sister, she was like eating and going, and just dropping her food, and we're like, he was like, if she's not gonna eat, can I have it? I was like, no, don't.
Was that
Get your hands away
Spencer's
from her
21st?
plate. Yeah.
No,
And then you
honestly,
proceeded to take the food off her plate.
she had her eyes big in their stomach because
To be
she's
fair, I
what,
put
2
it-
or 3 years old,
I put her food on a plate.
and then. Well, what are you insane? How did you think she was going to get through all that? You gave her more food than fucking I got.
She's
So anyway, I only took one thing because you told me to try the sausage rolls. I didn't feel like
Fantastic
getting up.
sausage rolls.
She'd gotten a sausage roll. I'd left her one. I had tried the other one. Sausage rolls with
Peanut butter.
well, I didn't know if you wanted me to reveal the secret recipe, but
So that's
They are very nice.
I mean, I don't
secret
watch this
ingredients,
now,
huh?
the fume. It's a recipe. It's got other stuff in it then, not just peanut butter.
good,
like
good.
cum.
That's my nan's recipe. You dirty bitch.
Hi, Joyce.
And my granddad's dead. That's just disrespectful.
Well, she's got grandsons.
To do with that.
No, she could be like, can you fill that up for me, please?
It's like
That's not
I'm
what it
all
is.
out. I just
Well,
baked
it
a
won't
fresh
be.
batch of
Imagine you have to
sausage
visit your
rolls.
nan. Yeah, here's a little tub. Some magazines in the back.
Yeah, but if you love your grandma, you're going to do it, aren't you?
No.
I would.
I think that just shows your family dynamic.
No, if she was going to bake something that was really tasty and a bit of everyone's in it,
And you'd be happy eating your own cum. If it's in sausage
I've never
roll.
given it. If it's that tasty, I won't be asked, to be honest. Why not?
Well, who says it's tasty?
If
Why
it's
have you gotta
someone
say
else's,
it's
fuck
tasty?
them.
So you wouldn't eat someone else, you'd rather eat your own cum.
If I had the option between someone else's or my own out too, I'd rather eat my own, if that's okay.
You know what? I see what he means. If you've got to eat cum, I'd rather you'd rather be your own than
Yeah.
someone else's. Someone else you haven't even met, maybe. You know.
You don't want some like
Yeah,
crackers and some guys in the corner with his like,
Seen Big Mouth? With your cum on the crackhead?
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
But, like,
yeah. What
with
was
your
what they had a name for the game? What did they call it?
Cum cracker.
With your
Soggy
logic
biscuit.
though,
Oh,
it's going
yeah,
to be
that's
someone
the
that
one.
you know, isn't it?
yeah, well, I know
Because-
myself the best. So
No, but like you were saying, oh, she's got grandsons, so if it's not you, it's another. So if it's not like me eldest
well, if
brother,
that's
it's me youngest
if
brother.
that's what the secret recipe was, and you said, "Oh, my grandma made these fresh," and I knew what it was, I wouldn't eat it,
And
to
I was
be
like,
honest.
hey Luke, eat this. It's
But
got
I've
me
already
brother's-
eaten them.
It's got me brother's cum in it.
You know what? If you were
It's
saying,
not exactly a marketing platform.
if you were saying that they had your brothers come in and you still really enjoyed them, I might try them because they must be pretty fucking good. You're just gonna make your own brothers come just because for the taste of them.
It's a bit too flaky than last time.
Can you just imagine the title for this video?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's a lot of inappropriate topics.
Captain Marvel and eating your own cum.
Baked into a sausage roll.
We can upload this on Pornhub now then.
Oh yeah.
Can do.
Got 100 quid. Sorted.
I mean,
Do
it's
they have to
technically
watch it and
sexual.
verify? Like, oh, after
Oh, you have to verify yourself, yeah.
How do you get those? Like some of the amateurs have like a little red tick to be like these are amateur, but they're
that
pretty
means
good.
They're Pornhub models.
What does that mean?
So like they're allowed to like get like awards and all that shit.
You know a lot about this.
awards.
Qualified for the awards.
You know a lot about this.
I do. 'Cause it's
I wonder if
online.
you'll still watch porn when you have to send your ID in a few months.
Oh my god.
What really? What? What's this?
Yeah, new law coming in. Because you have to be like 18 or something to watch porn. You have to send your ID in and then get like a little membership card.
Oh my god! I feel sorry
It's like
for the.
£6 or something for the year, but I thought it was £6 every time to fucking go on. I was like, I'm gonna be fucking bankrupt.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna save so much brother-sister action
Yeah.
before this law comes in.
I'm going to be like on Spencer's phone checking his bank account and £6. What was this for, Spencer?
I
It was
feel
a
sorry
birthday
for
present for myself.
I feel sorry for kids now because we had this golden few years where you just had access to every porno ever made for free.
I might.
The kids are gonna have to be going back out like into the woods to find like a clipping battle hustler.
You know when girls and like lads are like they're like younger than 18, they're trying to go to town like, oh, can you see if your mates like because they look a bit like me trying to borrow their ID. They're gonna be like, I am fucking busting for one. Give me that fucking now.
Any brownie-eared lads with ID.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, thank you for watching/listening. This has been Funny Talks with Ben and Luke. I'm Ben Sherlock.
I'm Jamieson.
I'm Matt Johnson.
I'm Spence Cammayo.
You can find links to all our shit in the description. Check it out. Yeah.
Can I do it one more time for 60?
Oh my god, Spencer, you've done it how many times?
This clip is fun.
Let's all do like let's all strike a like a badass pose.
It's fine.
I'm not going to get me fucking pizza ever. I'm going to live on peanut butter Oreos which taste like shit.